I want something to eat. Some hot.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay, your host. This is Tanya to the right of me. We have Nay down below, and we have Francis Taz up in the right hand corner. How y'all ladies doing?
We doing?
Just fine.
Yeah, doing all right. Oh, good. So y'all know tonight's topics is about attention seekers. And attention seekers can be our president, your partner, your friend, your best friends, or your neighbors next door.
The shade.
Yeah, I threw that shade. So y'all, let's get into this. Let's talk about it.
Shadiness. That's what
I'm gonna start with you, Tanya,
What?
about these attention seekers.
What you mean? You pointed it out, talking about with your partner.
Yeah, well, they can be, but let's start with our President Trump.
Okay, you want to start with him?
Yeah, let's start with Trump and his shenanigans that he done had going on for the last couple of days.
I think that he's the biggest attention seeker that we have what am I trying to say? A display of. You know what I'm saying? He's the top of it. We get a reminder of how much he's seeking attention daily. He stays on social media tweeting. You know, his tantrums are visible like all the time, like a little kid.
This is the biggest one yet, though. But he's been doing it throughout his whole term.
Really and truly.
You know, but now him and his mob or thugs, you know what I'm saying? They were seeking attention.
Of thugs.
Yeah, Francis thugs. That's what we gonna call them.
Labeled Trump's supporters.
We're not gonna call them rioters. We're not gonna call them rioters. We're not gonna call them protesters. We're gonna call them what they call us when we up in there.
Thugs.
They call us thugs. So we gonna call them thugs.
Dumb. I'm done.
Francis, what's your take on that about what happened yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Judy,
I
what you drinking on?
Man. You got Gray in the background howling. Dumb.
What'd you say, friend?
on the cool. I mean, I think it was real childish, real despicable, and yeah, they are they should be labeled thugs also, or terrorists as you would have them. I mean, if you think about it, we wouldn't even made it on the grass.
Okay.
And that's half
took
of
the first
it.
step.
We wouldn't even made it on the grass, let alone outside the car.
Do you
They
really
would
think
already been posted. They would already been posted up, waiting on us to arrive. You know what I'm saying?
They would have been knocking us off one by one, even though they were outnumbered. They still would have risked their life to take ours.
Yeah, they would have been. They would have met us a block away. They
Just saying.
hey, I'm just saying they would have already been prepared. Hey, they probably was out there. They would have been camping the night before, baby, putting up barricades and everything, and
National Guard, everybody?
everything.
Look, they would have had police jurisdictions from other
And-
cities and states and
Oh,
everywhere
yeah,
else.
oh, yeah. And you say that he be on Twitter. Well, from my understanding, they shut his Twitter down.
Yes, which I'm shocked this time but they only shut it. They only gave him a temporary ban, and it was Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter, and Instagram. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
why would you and anybody else? I understand presidential privilege, okay, right? But
I'm not saying that privilege.
no, I mean, doctors and of such, people that people think have higher statuses that get special privileges. So I can kind of understand getting a presidential privilege, but not him, who has been several times cited for doing stuff wrong. If it's anybody else doing these things, I mean, come on, how many more chances do you get to keep doing that? It's blatant and it's obvious. So I'm like, why?
I mean, if it would have happened when Obama was in office, oh baby, look here.
But you know what, y'all?
He would have been kicked out on the front lawn. They would have packed his stuff up out of there.
But y'all know, I mean, this is something that I feel is important to say, that it's not just a black and white thing. This is an obvious wrong thing, and it's white people, or I'll say Trump supporters. I'm not, because there's
Trump's mobs. Well, a lot of my friends are asking why us as black people say it's a black thing or it's a race thing. We got to realize that the riot, they're out there well, I'm not gonna call it rioting, but they're out there demolishing stuff and going up storming into the Capitol because of what? Because of our black cities. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that the Detroit, Atlanta, all of those that there was voters fraud.
Right.
So that's the reason why they're protesting. So that does
Make it a black thing.
make it
black
a
white
racial
thing, a
issue.
race thing.
Well, not
Yeah.
only that, they also had. I saw a picture where they had a noose hanging. So
Right.
you tell me,
Right.
where does that exclude a black and white thing? It doesn't
You're
exclude it.
right. It definitely puts
It's
more
not.
points on
It's
that
not.
that
Yeah.
side, that category.
It
Definitely.
basically put like this. They're saying it without have to saying it. They're saying it
There
There
with
you
you
just
go.
go. There you
There
go.
you go.
Which
What
is
is
a lot
that?
of
and
ways that
then
people do things a lot of ways. You know, they
That
don't
Confederate
directly.
flag that they
Yeah.
had. The guy who had the Confederate flag walking through the halls.
That was
I mean,
crazy,
like,
y'all.
come on.
But
You basically making a statement without putting it into words.
You're so right. Now, y'all in the
You know.
comments, everybody that's watching tonight, how do y'all feel? Do you feel it was a black or white thing? Do you feel this was sourced on racial issues? I mean, I feel like it's obvious. Nay, how you feeling about
well,
it?
it was for attention too.
I don't,
For
I don't,
attention.
I don't necessarily think it was all of a racist thing. I just think Trump went too far. Like they gave him that type of power. He
Okay.
didn't go in there and receive that type of power. They gave that man that type of power for him to feel that it was okay. And so when they should have got him out of office with the impeachment, they didn't.
Let him stay, which
Well,
is true.
he's an impeached president. He's just not convicted.
No,
So
but
he does have the label of being impeached.
he needs to be like now they're doing some law 25 where they trying to get him out of there
The
before his
25th Amendment.
yeah
Yeah.
Yeah.
they try
Well,
they
well,
You know what? They really are trying to go ahead and do something within these last 2 weeks, but I'm like, the only thing that would benefit us is if they went ahead and did. Now, does this Amendment 25, does that prevent him from being able to
To run again.
to run again? Because that would be the thing. Because if they can impeach him, that of course would solidify
him from
him
running
not
again.
being able to run. But impeachment with 14 days kind of seems stupid, right? Okay, so Amendment 25. I'm just curious because I don't know much about that, but I want to know, does that prevent him from being able to run again?
I'm
'Cause
not sure about
that would help us. You know what I'm saying? Not just taking him out so he can't do anything else in 14 days. Not that's temporary. We need to make sure he can never come back and do anything again. He likes to seek that attention, that negative energy. That's crazy.
but
Well, that becomes an addiction for people, and I believe it's always been an addiction for Trump and his supporters too. They're addicted to the attention that they're getting, being able during this time to get away with and everything. Going into the White House, they went up in there like, "Shoo, we here. What's up?" You know what I mean? Brave. You know what I'm saying? So they already knew what kind of attention they were going to get.
I
No
was just
consequences.
Trump been that way. It's not that they gave him that power. Trump always thought he had that power, even when he was doing his little show that he had, his little business show. Trump has always been that person. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
just informed
All they did was just boost it up even more. When he got
Okay.
elected, when he went into the White House, that just made his head just even a little bigger, thinking that he could say and do whatever it is he want to do, which he used to do that. He's done that anyway. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
What were you about to say, Nate?
I was just informed if they do that thing for the 25 whatever it's called, because my head is all over the place, they will not be able to prosecute him. So it might be in their best interest not to use that law, because if they use that law, then it throws out all probable cause for him to go to jail.
Now, they might not need to do that because he seriously needs to be reprimanded some kind of way. Amber, she says, I feel that if it was black people, they would never have gotten that close. Not to mention the police would not have been that nice when the curfew hit. You're so right, Amber. I'm just saying this is something that is obvious. You take what happened during the Black
George Floyd?
yes, during that. You take the
In Minneapolis?
protesters doing that. Those were peaceful. These rioters for Trump claimed to have a peaceful
Oh,
protest.
man. They
of
were
course, it
armed.
wasn't.
Come on.
But you see the negative undertow with the Black rights movement when they were doing their thing, Black Matter or whatever. I'm just all over. I'm just saying, you felt from the police that negative undertow. They were just standing there, and it was something so palpable. You could feel the negative energy they were trying to give, ready to attack, ready to beat somebody, ready to do something. And then with this crowd that was yesterday, it was, oh, well, we're so understanding and patient.
Let's
we know
open the door for you. Let's open up the barricades for you and help you through. How you doing? Let me shake your hand.
you have police officers standing there, like 4 or 5 of them, literally opening the gate. You know what I'm saying? People try to say that it's what? Fear. They were
yeah, they try to say it was because they were outnumbered and it was because of fear. You could have easily just turned around and went the opposite way. No. Instead, you helped the people come in.
No.
You opened up the barricades. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there. I mean, I didn't see any fear in any of their faces.
That wouldn't represent fear if you calmly are walking away while the people just start walking in, and you see the ones behind the police just waving them on through, like, come on, y'all, they let you through. So,
but remember this. Remember the little incident. I want to say it was after Breonna Taylor was killed, and they was trying to get into the police station and all of that.
yeah.
Okay, and what did they do then? They was pushing and tugging on everybody that was standing there, right or wrong.
Just saying.
They
Just
were
saying.
pushing and tugging, pushing them down, arresting them. Why not in this case? What is the difference?
Now, with that being said, y'all, there was, I don't know if y'all saw a clip of a black cop that was, I think he was more of the Capitol Police that was inside, and he met a group of them at the bottom of the stairs. And then you seen him trying to turn around and do whatever, to them to try to threaten them to stop, but they just kept on coming. So he turned around and still was running up the stairs. I would say that man might have been in fear. You understand what I'm saying? That was one person, one on a big group. So I can understand some people. Level of fear. I can get that. You're overwhelmed.
Okay. I'm sorry. But what kind of guns they pack? How many bullets they carry? So I tell you what. Why not go ahead and empty that clip? Go ahead and touch somebody and go. And then you can go. If you ain't got no more bullets, go run up the stairs. Go hide. Do whatever here you
But
gonna
that's
do.
the thing. He didn't even shoot.
See,
he didn't shoot.
And that's what he should have done. Period.
Right.
Because
The difference between white cops and black cops. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It's like this. Why? Because he's probably have fear that he gonna lose his job if he pull his weapon.
Ain't that always how it goes?
You know what I'm
y'all,
saying?
His
killing is not gonna be justified.
It won't. And somehow or another, I feel even in that situation that is an obvious, you see the situation, one man against a group, he needed to protect himself. So shooting to kill or whatever at that point was necessary and should not be judged, but it would be.
It would be judged. It shouldn't be judged, and he should have went ahead and pulled it and gone and started firing, because trust and believe. Had it been the other way around, that's exactly what they would have done.
So it would have been a massacre.
So this
thing would have been bodies laid everywhere if it was us out there in front of the Capitol.
And then, people were saying, the question that was asked, I was watching a clip of what Cynthia had sent me, when the guy asked, who thought Trump started that? You know what I'm saying? And I said like this, when he got on Twitter, and one dude said he didn't think Trump started it. Well, I'm put to you like this. When you get on Twitter and you tell them to come on to DC, when you say for them to come and they come, then who do you blame?
Just saying. I feel okay. I understand that. Y'all, there was 4 people that died. 3 people, I think, that were injured.
4 people that died.
Yeah, one person, the woman that got shot, and 3 others that died due to some kind of medical emergencies. Don't know exactly what those are. But I'm just saying, how do y'all feel? Do you feel bad? And well, let me ask 2 questions. First of all, what kind of attention were these people, this crowd, trying to get? Like, what kind, we're talking about attention seeking. What kind of attention were they seeking? What were they looking for? Why? Maybe I should ask. I don't know.
Thinking Trump was going to be able to save their ass, and he can't, because he can't save his own self. Thinking Trump was going to be able to save them, because if you think about it, I mean, they short of being called the KKK. I'm sorry, it is what it is. It's racially motivated. Trump is a bigot, and I apologize to anybody on this panel that is a Trump supporter.
You're due to your opinion, so
he has made it known to be racist, to be sexist, and he is what he is.
That's known fact, and you're you are entitled to your opinion. This is why we are on here. Everybody respects.
So what
everyone's
attention
opinion.
do you think they were seeking?
Definitely. Look, they didn't care. It was just like publicity. I felt at one point because like you knew that this is on a big national spectrum. So you're looking for something bigger than just the obvious thing. You know what I'm saying? And do y'all feel bad that the woman got shot or anyone was injured or hurt or killed? Do y'all feel bad about that?
I do, yeah. And that's Trump's fault. That blood is on his hands.
Okay. Francis, how do you feel about that?
I know this probably don't matter. Hey, which side did the bullet come from?
The police shot her.
Damn.
Yep,
Wow.
they were trying to come through the window or come through a door that was like immediately in the chamber there, and they shot through the glass.
Okay. Yes, I do feel bad for her family because on the cool, should nobody lose their life. I don't give a damn who it is. But if this woman was trying to come through a window, whatever the case it was, and the police shot her, why in the hell didn't the police shoot the rest of them? What stopped them? What was so important about that bullet getting to her that they couldn't give somebody else a bullet? I know they had.
I don't really. And then that's it. And I think they probably only shot because that person was breaching. That person made it through that very last level. Maybe. I mean, who knows?
Hey, it was one of them that made it through. They let the rest of them in.
I don't know.
Like, come on. So what was the purpose of taking her life if you wasn't taking nobody else's? And don't
get me wrong, that is something to put out there.
No, nobody has. We are not. We can't decide who lives and who dies.
Yeah.
But apparently they think they can.
Amber says,
Go ahead.
Amber says, nope, don't feel bad at all. They went and did what they did, so they knew they could get hurt.
You went in with the whole idea that this is what you're going to get, so why not?
They were loud, they were obnoxious, they were destroying property for attention.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they knew that they could get away with it.
I think
no fear.
I think that they were looking for that notoriety that you get from like trophies. There was pictures and images of people who broke down Nancy Pelosi's desk and were holding up chunks of it. Taking big ass podiums, running out posing for the camera. Sitting in the desks and stuff and just taking the pictures. Yeah. So this is just for public. It has to be for that. Hey, y'all check what I did.
Y'all see me. I think that they were trying to take a stand for what I'm not sure of.
Amber, you dumb. Dumb ass white people. Girl, you crazy.
I don't know what stand it was that they were taking. I don't know what it was they were trying to prove. But
yeah, I know.
When it's mighty funny how when we take a stand and we want to prove our point of it, nobody seems to see it. Everybody becomes blind.
Yeah.
But then you see this going on. Y'all think it's a good ass idea to take your ass up there on the Capitol and storm up on them folks. And what you thought because of the color of your skin that wasn't nothing gonna happen to you. You was gonna be able to get up there and do whatever it is you was gonna do and live to tell about it.
Well, I have to say they did. They did. Well, they went home at the end of the day. Nobody sent out orders for the National Guard to come out until later. You know what I'm saying? They got to go home. If it was black people up there that were trying to do that, and I'm not trying to make it a race thing again, they would have surrounded the whole property. They would have came up behind them and laid them out.
It's not.
I'm with Francis.
It's not trying to make it one. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say it's strongly sourced that way. It really is.
They can call it what they want, but they know damn well had it been us trying to put one toe on that line, I promise you, would nobody been going home? It would have been more the body bags than people returning home. It would have been body bags and people going to jail. And by the time they made it, and by the time they made it to jail, they probably wasn't going to be breathing. So there's more body bags.
There you go.
That was Janice says that was awful that they jumped on that black lady that had got off the subway coming from work. They maced her because she said, hell no, I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't hear about that story. Did any of y'all hear about that story?
I didn't, but that's sad. Oh, now you heard about it too?
I heard about that story. Not only did I hear about it, but I seen the clip of it too.
Wow.
I seen the whole clip of it.
And that was during this protest stuff or what?
During the protest stuff. It was doing it.
So you tell me.
Dang.
Okay, with that going on, tell me that don't have shit to do with race.
You can't. You really. It's
You
hard
you
to
can't you can't
disprove
yeah you
because
can't
there's
you
more points
can't
in that
take
racial
you
column than there
can't
is there.
yeah
You know.
you can't take it out of it. You cannot separate the two.
Y'all, I heard that this thing had been announced like way before.
Yes.
Trump had went
Yeah,
on Twitter and was telling people to
yeah.
show up and be wild.
So
You know,
there's
go
no
there.
excuse of
Yeah.
why it
That
wasn't
that's
handled correctly. And
that's
that puts fear in me to think that our capital, you can just storm in there at any time. You know,
Well,
these are civilians
that's
that
what
just
that's
came
that's
up in
what I,
there. That's
that's what
scary.
I meant earlier when I said when you get on Twitter and you tell them to come and they show up, whose fault is it? Because he got on there and he told them. It was
you
known
know,
ahead of time.
they knew, and it just goes to show even further, or should I say, put another point in that other column. It's like, okay, you say it should have been more fortified and secured.
That's right.
You're right, but it wasn't because of this particular instant. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
Because
but
normally it
whenever
is. Protesters come every single inauguration. They come because whoever's president wasn't chosen. They're protesting about it. It's always somebody there.
well,
But it never gets to this point because why? It's usually fortified. People know better because why? They look at that big tight line of soldiers or whoever is out there and they don't want to risk it. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to do it. They have some source of fear, which is what you want when you want to protect and fortify something. But this time, no,
I'm gonna
because
say
of a reason.
we as black people have some measure of fear.
Shit, you wouldn't.
We ain't going to try to run up into no government office. No government building. We don't do that
well,
crazy
shit.
shit.
I'd rather
Well,
run
They do
Walmart.
that crazy stuff. They do that
Black
crazy
Panther
stuff
Party.
because they know they gonna be handled in a different manner.
That's right.
Different
look,
type of way.
but if we would have had those like the Black Panther Party, those from back in the day, oh, they would have stormed up in there with no hesitation. But it's funny how when it was known ahead of time that the Black Lives Matter movement was happening, who showed up, and they showed up on time. They made sure they was prepared to stop that. They was prepared. They were standing out there ready. But then you hear that you got some people coming to DC to storm the Capitol, and you do nothing.
Girl, look here. Nicole said I can't run into the post office and do that. Just saying.
No.
You know, Miss Janice says, "Oh, where did that comment go? Went too fast on me." Is what would she say? He went on Twitter. Oh, he won't be on Twitter anymore because they shut him down. I want to
That's
know.
just a temporary shutdown.
Temporary.
I was going to ask, has
It's
it
not
changed?
permanent. No.
Okay, so it still is just a
You know,
temporary
because that
shutdown.
affects their money. You know what
At
I'm
the
saying?
end of the day, right?
That's good advertisement money right there. So they ain't gonna shut them completely down.
Which is another reason that we're talking about
Politics.
attention seeking. Yes, it's for money. Some kind of financial gain is why a lot of people do things for attention, I think. So Twitter keeping the account going or just temporary pausing it, yeah, because they know once the ban is lifted, of course he's going to be back on there, bringing more people attention. Yeah. So
let's get on our friends and our family members or just everyday people seeking attention.
So outside of this political thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nay, let's go to you because I ain't heard nothing from you too much tonight. You sleep over there?
I know several people that's how they live. They love attention. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. As long as their lifeline is at the front of it. And I mean, you find it in your kids. I'll use my kids for example. Just because your child acts out, they're looking for attention. Just because your child may be good, they're looking for attention. So some people, it doesn't matter, negative or positive, they are attention seekers. They want the moment to be all about them.
Will agree.
Well, I got a question since you brought up children. You know, I think you hear it a lot that people say when your child or whatever is seeking that negative attention, either what is it? You don't give it to them or you give it to them. Which is it? How's it supposed to go? Because I feel like with kids.
Well, I had a family member who always liked to cut on himself. Want to cut on himself for attention, right? Okay. That's prevalent though among, young teenagers.
Okay.
But you have to look at the real underlying issue, which with him it was abandonment issues.
Okay.
And so he was afraid of people leaving him. So when he was in a relationship, he would cut himself. You know, if the girl said, "Oh, I'm gonna leave you. I don't want to be with you," he'd start cutting himself. Well, you know, I cut myself last night
to make them feel bad.
Yeah, he felt like that was a way to keep people around.
Okay.
And a lot of times, you know, you have to ignore. You know, I know you're supposed to give attention to something like that, but most of the time I ignore it and try to find the real problem and talk about that problem and try to help that person with the real cause of why they're doing whatever they're doing.
Sometimes, y'all, it's hard not to give the attention that person's seeking, or we're talking about children or young people. So it's hard sometimes not to give them that, you know, like they're acting out. There's, you know,
that's not helping them.
Tantrums on the ground, you know, younger kids or cussing their parents and all that.
That's going to make it worse.
I'm just saying, it's hard to refrain back from that because your first instinct.
If you acknowledge
my
that.
first instinct is to tear that behind up. Get your behind up. You don't fall out in public. You don't act a fool. I'm not fixing to praise you or baby you because you want to throw a tantrum. That's not going to happen. Like Judy said, Judy know this person, somebody that grew up with, and they used to always do this after he came from the pen. He used to always do this. Well, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to do this. One day I got tired of hearing it. One day I got tired of hearing it. And he said, I asked him, how was he going to do it? And he said he was going to cut his wrist. I told him, make sure you go up and down. Do not go across the side to side. Don't do it that way.
But y'all, when you have felt so bad, I can't believe you said that, Francis. When you have felt so bad if he really did it?
Well, guess what? From here, I tell you what, next time you decide that you want to kill yourself and you want to keep using it as a pity party and you want somebody to probably try to put somebody on guilt trip, you might want to think of another way to do that. Because fooling with me, if you constantly tell me that you're going to kill yourself, I will help you out. I promise you. If I don't know how to do it, I promise you I'm going to look it up and I'm going to tell you. Make sure you do it this way. Don't do it this way. Because I'm going to tell you, that's the best way to pull their bluff. Either you're going to do it or you're not. Don't keep threatening me with you going to take your life if you're not going to do it.
I feel like in certain instances, like suicide or something, that cries for a look, don't do the reaction that you normally would do. Like you said, I understand the keep repetitive, because they are looking for an attention. I know what I'm saying is in those instances, instead of saying, hey, well, let me help you out, blah, blah, blah. I feel that it needs to be addressed. That's just me.
It needs to be. I feel the same way. I feel like it can be bad, both sides of the coin. You can ignore it or you can acknowledge it. Either way could be bad.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because they can feel more abused because you're ignoring them. Because maybe they feel like nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, and then by you saying, "Well, go ahead and do it," that just mess with their mind, and they say, "Well, fuck it."
Well, if you have used that all your life to get attention, and you see that it continues to get you attention that you want, so you keep playing that card. If I keep seeing you repeat the same BS over and over, I don't have time for that. I'm gonna help you out. Which way do you want to do it?
I got you on that.
You see what I'm saying? There's a couple of ways that you can handle this. You can talk about it. You go see somebody. If you don't want to do that and you actually want to go ahead and take your life, then here, you got pills. You could drink yourself to death, slow and painful. It don't matter. If you want to cut your wrist, go ahead and do it. You want to shoot yourself, go ahead and do it. I don't care. After you done did it so many times, I no longer care. I don't give a damn.
And I understand that because it desensitizes you. You no longer, because they want that first initial, oh my God, you don't need to do all that sympathy and everything that you give for someone who shows you that. They want that. So I understand eventually it'll desensitize you. You get you're numbed out. You're like, whatever. Okay, if you do it, you do it. You don't, whatever, But yeah, addressing something like that that's just me. I feel like the first time you hear it, let's go. We need to go counseling, or we need to figure out why you're in this spot. We don't even need to have round 2, 3, and 5.
Like I said, usually it's a bigger issue. You're looking at, they're cutting themselves, but that's the minor part of the issue. There's a bigger issue behind why they're cutting themselves or doing whatever they're doing, and you need to deal with that problem.
So that would fall underneath attention from people. There's the attention because there's several different types of attention, but that one I'm thinking would fall.
What
under
about people who fall in love with getting likes and loves on social media, and they'll do whatever it takes to get that like or that love, honey? I mean, you find these girls that be losing weight and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, okay, I done lost 50 pounds. And so you see them, they start putting on more tight-fitting clothes.
They went from baggy to tight.
They went to baggy to tight, baby. Then they lost another 50 pounds, right? And then their ass is on there in a whole bathing suit.
So
all
now
down there
baggy to tight to skimpy to skin. Don't make it.
I ain't gonna win because if I ever get that fine, baby, I'm gonna be in the tightest damn spandex fucking sock. Yeah, I'm gonna get
titties out. No, girl, you know it's it.
I'm gonna be the only one on Harry Hines with a limp asking them
Girl,
where's
shut
the
up.
You dumb.
I don't shame nobody's body. I do not body shame. If you got it, you got it. And baby, flunk what your mama gave you. I'm sorry.
But you don't need to be on social media taking all your clothes off just to get a like or a love.
You're
Come
losing
on, now.
respect. You're seeking that attention from someone so much that you lose respect for yourself.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for social media. I would do it for myself. Cause I love you.
Because it make you feel good.
You're going to be butt naked on social media for yourself. Is that what you saying, Nate? Because if that was wait a minute, because if that was the case when we was in Atlanta and I accidentally recorded her ass on live naked, you heard up told me to delete that.
Take that off.
Nicole said a thong and a what?
And
A tassel,
girl. Two tassels and a thong. I know that's right, girl.
But what about this? What if you know what I'm saying? When they were big and then they went and lost the weight, maybe they're just excited at the fact that, hey, this is where I've gotten. They're starting to like themselves more, and sometimes it's nice maybe to share how they did it and give, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they're show a picture of them being big and show a picture of them losing the weight. Maybe they might be trying to help somebody in that process.
But do you have to be butt ass naked? Butt be naked? You ain't got to be butt be naked on social media to show that.
You don't. You really
That's just
don't.
disgusting. Everybody don't want to see all of that. What looks good to you might not look good to everybody else.
You ain't lying. Y'all want to read this from Tatiana.
And you're making yourself look bad.
That's what I'm saying. You lose respect for yourself.
And all those likes that you thought you going to get, you ain't going to get them.
They're not going to mean anything. They're going to do it or start to diminish anyway.
That's just disgusting.
Y'all, Tatiana, she says, I know a few people that cut themselves, but nothing I can say that will make them not want to do it. I tried being there as a friend or a sister, and you can beg them not to do it, but they still say they did or that they're going to. And at this point, she's like, well, just whatever. I think that solidifies, like you said, you know, there's one side or the other or the other.
Like I said, the cutting is the minor problem. You have to address the bigger problem, the bigger issue. You know, there's a bigger issue behind why they're cutting themselves, and that's the part that you have to get to address.
Yeah,
I think some people though, if they've went years with doing that, no matter what it is you say to them, deep down inside, they're going to still want to do it. Even if, say, they take a break from it for a year or two, something will make them go back to doing it. Somebody who is deep in depression and they have that deep desire to want somebody to notice them.
Yeah.
Some of them you can't reach them. Some of them do it just because, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to them all day long and they could hear you, but they're not listening.
Right. It's something deeper, and that part is what has to be addressed, and sometimes it's bigger than you.
A lot of times people depend on other people to validate who they are, you know, to make them feel like they're somebody.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. They have to begin to love themselves first. They just have to get to that point to where they love themselves, accept everything about themselves. Not everything, but, you know, stop wanting validation from people so much.
Yep.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, what about them people? What about you're right. What about the people that are always seeking that attention? They're like the center of attention in the party, or that's really loud and boisterous all the time. Hey, you know, like just whatever. What about them? Like that's.
Would you consider me that type of person?
You.
Yeah.
Center of attention.
Yeah.
You do have this commanding thing about you when you come. You know, it's this thing, this aura about her. I'm just saying. And
Okay, Francis.
would you
I'm not the only one saying
straight
it.
talk, no BS, right?
I'm just saying.
Like I
Why
told
it
y'all
come to me?
before,
Me and T4 saying the same
I
thing.
love attention. I love attention, but I don't like the spotlight on me.
Okay,
because
you're-
I'm a very shy person. To be honest, I'm very shy, and I don't like all that attention on me. But I like that. I like to make sure everybody's having fun. You know,
Life
so
of the party.
yeah. So I would say I like to be the life of the party, but I don't need attention.
You don't need it.
I
It's
don't-
not something you
no.
crave it. You just attract it. is what
Sometimes
you're
I'm
saying.
gonna say sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie.
Why do you need it?
I feel like everybody are attention seekers at some point in
And I
time in
agree
their
with
life.
that.
I feel
I
like
do.
everybody.
I do. Now,
You said, why do I do it?
yes, I asked why. Why do you feel like sometimes you do need it? Because I asked, you said sometimes. Yes, I do.
I guess it just became a habit over the years, you know, always being the one who gets all the attention.
So if you don't get it, do you?
But I can't say
bad
that I got
about
all the attention when I was I'm the baby of the family, and I didn't get all that attention because sometimes it comes from the way that you were raised.
it? I can hear that. Yeah, I
But
can
that
understand
wasn't the situation with me. It's just that I was just any party that we went to, I was always the life of the party.
Nicole says some people are just the life of the party, which I can understand. Like I said, evidently it attracts to you that attention. So if you don't get it, how does it make you feel? If for some reason you went to a party,
I ain't gonna lie, if I don't get it,
and
it
you
makes
don't
me
get
feel
it.
like say I'm at a party,
Right.
and I'm amongst all my friends, and they're talking, they're kicking it, and they're ignoring me. I want to leave. Shit, bye.
You are so bad, so bad, so bad.
Just tell the truth.
So it's okay. Well, and you're a Virgo?
Yes,
right,
I'm
Virgo. Okay,
She
so
asked me that.
No,
like she ain't been with me for 18 years.
you know how you say something, you're just confirming it. Okay, anyway, she's a Virgo, and y'all, I don't know how y'all are with zodiac signs, but Virgos sometimes seek attention.
We ain't gonna put this show on me now. we ain't gonna go. Come on now.
Along with Geminis, Leos, Aries, and I think Scorpios too, for various reasons. Y'all, look, Francis, Cynthia, I'm a Libra, so I'm out the group. I'm not.
I'm an Aquarius, so I'm out.
Cynthia
there,
loves
so
attention.
I don't care.
No, baby, I was just going to check you on that. I'm not a attention seeker. I like giving attention to people,
Yeah.
people. I like trying to see.
I love
who
that she
needs
said
what.
that, but I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. You're one of those ones who you're in denial about it. You don't know that you really seeking attention, but I really feel that you do.
Oh, look, Gemini in the house, Janice. Oh, so
Go on, Nate. Go on. Say what you gotta say, cause I'm ready.
Because I just know you lying. I'm a Taurus. I'm more bullheaded than anything. I want to be
There
more
you go.
right. I'm just. But as far as trying to find somebody's undivided attention to focus on me, no.
Okay.
But what I think once I get my brain the way I function, once I make up my mind and I think I'm right, I'm more bullheaded that way.
You just staying steady on it.
I just you can't
Okay. All right. So
I'm
look,
very bullheaded in that area.
Amber's a Virgo, Judy.
Hey, Amber.
Y'all
They're
gotta be
saying that we're attention seekers.
Yes, Gemini, Miss Janice again. Okay, sociable like the life of the look. Here's another Gemini. There's Tatiana. Okay, we see y'all.
Are Geminis, every last one of them.
Ain't that something?
So how do y'all feel about attention seekers far as your partner in a relationship?
I feel like that could be hard.
It is hard. It's very hard.
Like I said, I'm a giver. I like being able to give.
Not receive.
And see,
Okay.
and Teresa, she's a Virgo, but I also know that I feel that she does get a lot of attention. She does. But that also goes to from basketball, her coaches, the people at school, her brothers, and all that. And it is what it is.
So you
But-
said she likes attention? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I feel like when you're coming up and you're used to getting all that attention, you get addicted to it. You get addicted to that feeling that you get from that attention. That's how it is with me, I'm going to say.
But you don't seek it out.
I don't seek
on
it out.
purpose.
No, not on purpose. Sometimes you seek that attention and don't know that you do.
Okay.
And I feel like that's all of us.
Now, in a relationship, you mentioned that attention seeking in relationships.
Oh, honey, that causes problems. I can't stand being with a woman who always have to have attention. You know what I'm saying? She got to be on social media and just got to be chatting it up with every damn body because she need to be told that she's beautiful or somebody likes her picture. Yeah. Y'all see how she looking at me? Mm-hmm.
See, I don't. I just don't. I
I didn't
can
say
care
it was you.
less. It is what it is. Either you like me or you don't. I can give two flying with nickels. I mean,
But
that's just what it is.
okay, so in relationships, what about you have that person that's always emotional,
I'm
always
an
in their
emotional
feelings,
person.
always crying,
I'm
No,
a
you
very
no,
know,
no,
emotional
no.
So
person.
wouldn't you
so
call that seeking
in
attention?
some sort of
No,
way?
just
Damn,
because I'm an emotional person, I don't need you
it
fixing
doesn't
nothing,
mean
baby. Let me
attention. Yeah,
cry, get it all out, and I'm
yeah,
a woo side and come on back to who I am. I don't need you trying to
yeah.
fix me. I can fix it. I got it. No ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
No ma'am. I'm
See,
not
that
one of
that would
those.
be
Can
that would
you
be.
please help me? I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
to
was
do.
finna
Go
say.
on, get
I
in,
was
Gray.
finna
Go
say.
on and get in, Gray. Wait a minute, hold up,
I
friends,
was.
because I'm gonna need
Wait.
Gray to go on and call Nay out real quick. Call her out,
Gray needs
homie.
to be
Gray
Call her
is
out.
quiet
Gray
because
is
he's the
Cynthia's
reason
partner,
I'm
Gray,
so
quiet on
Gray,
this show. So Gray needs to continue to be quiet.
Nay, hold up
No.
one second. I'm the host tonight. I'm
come
the
on,
host
let him
tonight.
say something, Nate.
Nay, Gray, come on, homie, call her out. She's in denial about her attention seeking
She
problem.
says she doesn't need it. So, Gray, you have something opposite to say?
She need every bit of it. She wanted 24, 25, 8, 7.
Don't worry,
She
Cynthia, I
just in
got you. I'm a
denial.
cut and a jugular.
She
Don't
just in
worry
denial.
about it.
That's
She
it.
does. She doesn't realize it, but that's okay.
You
Go on, Gray.
Okay, but why? Why do you say that, Gray?
You tell me what make don't want that number one attention. Who don't
What do
want
you?
that?
But that's a different
It's
type of
supposed to be
attention.
it's
We're
supposed
talking
to
about
be.
there's a different. That's a different type of attention. There's a
We're talking about the
difference
over the top
between. We're
You
talking
excessive.
want me
about
over the
yeah,
top? Oh, I need it, baby. Can you?
yeah. That's
We're
This
talking about
different.
that
it.
excessive
This,
attention.
this it.
That's
See,
Now that he done spoke his piece, he can go on to the back because, baby, I can't find it, baby. Have you?
no, that's natural. But who always need? Who always want?
Does she feel like it's something
that's
wrong if you don't
that's
give her attention 24/7?
There you go. You know that look. What's wrong, baby? Ain't nothing
Okay.
wrong
Okay,
with me.
would you say you also are the same?
Yes, I have to say that.
Look here, I want mine, but I want mine at nighttime. Now, sometimes during the
I'm
day.
done. See now, you look here.
Look here, I'm telling you.
You done now. You done, yeah.
Hey, bye, Greg.
You talking wrong.
Now, what's wrong
No,
with
but-
that? It's a
but no.
It's over the top.
Greg, because you're lying. You're lying, Greg.
No.
You're on straight talk. Quit lying. You want attention during the day, too. You be mad
She's
when
speaking
they.
from experience.
You be mad when. You be mad when they, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. You be mad when they be on the phone too long. So let's not. Let's not go there. I need my
When I
time.
come
Can you
in-
get off the phone?
when
So,
I
Greg,
come
you
in-
are
hold
a
on,
male
hold on.
attention seeker.
When I
Oh,
come
shit.
in for my treatment, yeah, I want
Yes.
her to snuggle up against me and do all that there.
But
I
that's
tell her to lay
natural.
there until I go to sleep.
I can
When I
understand
go to
that. That's
sleep,
natural, right?
We can get
Yeah,
up
that's
and do
natural.
what she
Yeah.
needs to do.
That's natural. That's not over the
Because
top.
you
Dave.
said that she can get up and do what she need to do once you
No,
satisfied.
he's saying
Yeah.
comfort me when I need you during my time of need, and that's a time of need. You
Here
just
we
came
go.
from the
Wait a
doctor
minute.
or
Here-
something, and you need that special time.
Here we go with Tanya making everything beautiful again.
Thank you, Tanya.
No, but I'm just saying.
There you go.
Like when I was sick, I've been sick, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. It made me feel better, and I needed that time. I wanted
There
her
you
by
go.
me. You
There
see
you
what I'm
go.
saying? That's not
But
excessive, though.
really-
Y'all in the
It's
comments,
not.
somebody say something. I'm
But
just
Tanya
saying.
really is an attention seeker. She really is.
Why?
Because you are.
No, not.
Yes. You have to I have to make sure that I compliment her on everything that she
Oh my
does.
God,
If
no,
she
you
just twists
don't.
one little hair up. She put one little hair up, I better compliment her on that. If not, we're gonna have problems. You didn't see
Francis.
that I did my hair like this today? Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. What you mean?
wait, hold on. I'm finna say. Your facial expression was bullshit. So
What?
therefore,
What? Okay, so you getting cut too. Both of y'all getting cut.
Okay,
I don't need attention.
No, I do get that. I do get that though, because now the time that I want attention, this is crazy. Well, no, it's not. Is during that time of the month when I go to cramping and I get up. I'm good when I get up in that bed. I get right in her back. I'm right
Oh
there.
hell
I
no!
think most
I'm
women on
right
this
there.
panel and
You know
also the
what I'm
ones in the
Oh
saying?
comments
hell
can
no!
probably appreciate
That's
that.
when,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hell no!
that's when I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there. I'm just
I'm
like,
trying to work
and
on it.
she rubs my back, she rubs my stomach, and I'm just right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's
I have a
like,
question.
Wait a
And
minute.
I
Wait a
want y'all,
minute.
I want y'all to be honest.
Wait before
Okay,
you
go
ask
ahead.
your question. Tatiana, baby, thank you, honey.
Oh,
Thank you,
Lord.
mama. What she say? Don't do my honey, cause your mom better say would better see everything I do. Baby, you beautiful. Ooh, I like that. All that. Yes.
Y'all don't need all that attention. That's too much.
Whatever.
what
You
you
better
finna say,
see
Diddy?
it.
She always gonna tag me anyway behind you.
Yeah.
Get on my nerve. You knew me first, Tatiana. I'm first, auntie. But
Whatever.
anyway, I was gonna ask, do y'all sometimes when you're in your relationship, you think that your partner sometimes milk it? Like when they're sick or anything? Do you think they milk
Man,
it?
I'm being loud and country. I ain't gonna even let you finish that statement, Jesus. I got the king of all kings of being. If I could come through this camera, Jesus.
I think that was heartfelt. So safely to say yes.
I can't cough hard because he gonna cough harder. You goddamn right.
Where'd you say nay? So when you sick, he sick.
He's sicker.
Okay.
If I
What you okaying about? You trying to
You
say
know
this
what?
me?
It is you.
What?
It is you.
Hey, you know what's,
God.
but you know what's funny? It's like if she gets sick,
this
she'll go in there and all she wants to do is she wants to shower and she wants to get in the bed. I'm the one that goes off in there and I'll be like, babe, you feeling okay? You need anything? And I'll go in there, rub her back and sit beside her and stuff like that. She all she wants to do is go in there and curl up in the bed, get up under the covers. So I mean,
Now, Judy, wasn't that you that said, when you're sick, I feel sick too. I can't do nothing.
yeah,
I
I did
can't
say that. I
feed
Nina,
read that.
myself.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I
Look. I
read
can't
that.
go
I
cook.
read
Do you
that.
see all this weight I've lost since you've been sick?
Hey, I read that. I read that on Facebook.
Right, imprint.
I didn't write that.
Who wrote that? Who took your
I don't
phone
know
and wrote
who. I don't
that?
know who that was. I plead the fifth. I
You
plead
know
the
who
fifth.
it is?
I don't know shit about that.
I'm sick. Well, shoot.
So
I ain't gonna
somebody
lie.
be
I do.
taking your
I can
phone.
admit mine. I milk it sometimes when I'm sick. I do. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
It's in another world. I'm dying. I can't breathe. I do,
Wait,
cause I like
wait,
the
what
I
about
like the
you?
attention. I like when she
Hold on.
rub on my head and say, "Oh, baby, honey bear, it's gonna be okay." I like that.
I do too.
So I just put it on even more. I'm dying.
I'm down.
I'm dead. I ain't got no energy.
Help me, Lord.
Oh, my pinky toe hurt.
I'm done.
Judy, don't let me get a friend from dialysis.
What'd you say, Greg?
When I come from dialysis,
That's you.
I'm like Judy shit. I'm about dead then, baby.
I'm dying. I'm dying. I feel everything hurting.
I have to get the medicine. I have to cook the food. I got to serve him his food. I got to get the cold drinks. I got to lay in the bed and rub his back. I got to make sure he go to sleep. He starts sweating. I got to get the sugar machine. I got to get the blood pressure.
Baby, you need to have a live-in caretaker. That's what you need.
Okay.
I need a live-in caretaker. That's what you
Then
need.
at the end, when it's all said and done, I know you tired of taking care of me.
Girl. Look,
Yeah,
Amber said, Moms
that's
don't
another
have time
side.
to be sick, honey. And you ain't lying, girl. We got look. Look, and Nicole, what she say? I make it my responsibility to cater to my wife without her asking. I would hate it if she felt like she needed to ask someone else.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm Nicole.
Yeah.
I'm like that. If I have to ask, I don't want it. Even if I'm half dead and sick, I would give Tanya the ugliest attitude. If I have to ask her for something, don't touch me.
This hooker's back hurt or something like that. And I don't know.
It's the end of the world. I tell her, you just want me to hurt.
You just want me.
Renee, you ought to stop your mess. You ought to stop it. Because she don't know if you don't tell her. Like you supposed to know
True.
to help that your back hurt. Like she supposed to know that. She supposed to just. But see, for me, I automatically go off in there, and I have a tendency. Remember early on in one of our shows when we was talking about like me going off in there and touching, like I just got to know touch her or something. I'll go in there and I'll touch her and I'll just rub on her back. I know that she has problems with her wrist. So I rub their wrist. Like yesterday, girl, she
Well,
was laying
ain't
up
you
there in the
just
bed.
knowing everything?
I made her get at the bottom of the bed so I could rub her feet. So I rubbed her feet.
I ain't welcome.
I mean, listen, bitch, I told you I got five. So the least I could do since she go to
So
work,
I ain't got no damn time.
the least I could
Help
do.
her forget about that part. You dumb girl.
Hey, so the least I could do is, you know what I'm saying, when she come home and she hurting, they rub her feet and stuff. So
Rubber daggum feet, honey. Y'all,
yeah.
what about like attention seekers that don't respect boundaries? They go too far. Say you're out and you got that friend that's with you or whatever, and they're so boisterous, so over the top that they start to embarrass y'all when you're out in public or whatever. I mean, first of all, why do they feel they need to be that way? Be
Judy
all
got
out
one
and
of
over
them.
the top.
Judy got a friend like that. She got a friend like
And my other question is, how do you deal with someone that is like that?
I don't.
What friend
What
are you
friend do
speaking
you speak of?
What friend are you speaking
No,
of?
I'm
Nay?
just saying.
No, don't say no name.
I'm just dumb.
I'm finna say because I'm finna get to singing like a damn canary.
Don't do it, Nay.
I done been
Don't do it.
quiet the whole show. You know I got about 12 minutes to talk.
You crazy girl.
With people like that, I don't go out with them anymore.
Well, how do you? Okay, so that's your solution when you experience that. It's just not to go.
I deal with it.
anymore.
I'll deal with it for that night. But after that night is over, baby, don't call me to go back out no more because I have
will
every
not.
excuse in the book. I can't.
Now,
make
y'all, we had a friend that we went out with that also brought someone with them. You ain't right, but we went out with another friend couple, right? And one of the people there, she looked at him as someone who was embarrassing because he was having a good time. He liked to drink a lot. So he was drinking, and he started to, slur that, he was crazy, and he fell in the club. He fell out of his chair. He went to sit down and missed the seat.
Man, I was hollering my ass off. I was laughing.
But she was super embarrassed, and me and Judy are like, girl, he is having his best life.
He's having a good time,
Okay. So, I don't know. I mean, how we dealt with it probably didn't support how she felt, because she was just like,
she
never
done.
again.
She went through, no, I'm not bringing him out again, and this and that. To me, I felt like that can in turn become too extra when you're bringing attention to it.
Because now it's something else.
Because now you're making it bigger than what it is. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because when he fell out the chair, he hit the floor and he was laughing. He couldn't get up. I was having a good time, honey. I was looking at that. That was entertainment for me.
So that was another way we dealt with that situation. Instead of egging it on to be something else, for it became
feeding
something
into
negative,
that negative energy.
Changed it around to where it was like, girl, lighten up, girl, have a good time. Even though, I probably would have been like, Judy, get your ass off the ground and be embarrassed. But hey, we tried to make it better for our friends.
Y'all talked about that man being drunk, and I didn't get too much to say during the show. I'm gonna give my most embarrassing moment. Me and Judy and Tanya had went out to the karaoke bar and was drinking box wine and beer and everything else under the sun. So I felt like Judy, being my friend, childhood friend, it was her obligation to take care of me and nobody else's. So I went to the restroom and I told her it was her job to help me pull my damn drawers off.
It was my job to wipe everything in between and pull it up.
Best friend. Best friend.
That drunk.
I think you was seeking attention.
Dang. You was needing attention. Now you was needing attention, honey.
I was needing attention. I was deprived.
You a stupid girl.
And it was for my
But I have to ask you,
why did you do it, Judy, like that? They felt bad for Judy.
Why did you need help when you were sitting up there beating the shit out of me and Tanya?
Just saying. You would have thought
she got so drunk, Francis. She was in the back seat just uppercutting us in the back of her head.
Nicole said that's what friends are for.
Oh, get beyond work out.
When I tell you I wore it out, girl, I don't think Judy picked me up for 2 months.
Baby. Sure wouldn't. I told you what I do. I run the opposite way.
Nope. Run away.
How up, pull it up, best friend. Pull it up, best friend.
Friday?
Pull it up.
Dumb.
Pull it up, best friend.
I'm done. I'm so done.
Francis, if you could, and I was still kind of thick, Francis. So that was a whole bunch of draw pulling. You understand me? That was a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid girl.
You know that was them size 10 back then. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
That fool said size 10s, y'all.
Nah,
For the record.
It wasn't no
Yeah,
internet, baby. It was from a balloon.
Before she dumb.
Okay, you can.
Now, what about those family members that you have that went? I guess we pretty much talked about it.
What?
Or I say, like, family members who try to, like, say, for instance, somebody go to the hospital just because they hit their toe or whatever. Now they calling you talking about they got to have their whole damn foot removed.
Over exaggerators.
Over exaggerators.
Okay,
Wait,
you
okay,
see,
so-
you're needing praise at this point. You're needing something.
They got
something-
cancer in the foot now.
I got cancer. Yeah.
They
that
talking
part.
about taking my whole leg off.
How about your friend?
Your toenail.
Your friend, Judy. She said one day she had, she was on one of her sprees and she finally came back. So Dawn had been looking for her, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know where she was at. She done pulled back up. Girl, the windshield busted up. She talking about something she had got carjacked. Okay.
I already know that's a damn lie. Go ahead, girl.
Listen. So she said she got carjacked, and whoever jacked the car, girl, she had went. Now we knew she had went to the doctor. Girl, she said they reached in the car and with a knife and had sliced her across the kitty.
I'm done.
So she had,
Now,
girl,
how
she had
exaggerating is that?
She had this bandage on. Girl, she gonna tell us talking about she got carjacked. So we asked her, you know what I'm saying? If you got carjacked, how did you get the car back?
Dumb. She got carjacked, but she driving the motherfucker.
She's still driving it. I got carjacked. They done jacked me for my stuff.
Oh my god,
Girl.
Say when I tell you,
dumb.
and then she do this, she would come in the house already having an attitude. You know what I'm saying? So if she got an attitude, that means you know what I'm saying, you gonna have to ask her, well, what's wrong with you? She gonna give you a story, so she don't have to give you the real story what the hell went on. You know what I'm saying? That was her. That's what she do. That's what she do.
Done, y'all.
I'm dead,
I
man.
kid you not. That's exactly what she do. Yeah.
You in the car for talking about you got
I
the
done
car
got- I
jacked.
got
I didn't
car
got jacked.
That extra right there.
She must have been
I'm telling
high.
you,
Sitting in the car talking about I got car
she had been
jacked.
listen, she had been gone for a couple of days, so what you think?
So would y'all say overall that attention seekers are probably they have some kind of insecurity that they're trying to overcompensate for?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think in conclusion, I think that's maybe the top. So
And they seem to blame everybody else instead of looking at their own selves, and realizing their own shortcomings.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
another trait of one of them.
What would be the insecurities they have that for them to want to? Y'all think that will want them to have to seek attention?
I mean,
Is it
maybe
just
they
the
feel
point
some
of
type of
not
way about
liking them,
themselves.
about themselves?
Yeah, you might. There's something about themselves that they're not comfortable with. They're not confident with. They haven't come to
They're
terms
not confident with
with
themselves. They might feel lonely. They might been abused.
outward
It's-
appearance they're not
yeah.
happy with, whatever. So you're overcompensating in the different various ways. We talked about Trump. I really can't. What is his insecurity? The man is a billionaire. He's got money out the butt. His toupee is just I don't know. Does he feel the type of way about his look? I don't know.
He
Maybe
might
it's a
have
power.
money,
It's
but
a
he
power
doesn't.
thing.
And that's what I was about to
I think
say.
it's a power
It's
thing.
a power trip. It's a power trip with him.
He finna
You know what I'm
find
saying?
his way
If he
to the
feels like
White House.
somebody is-
I ain't talking about the White House. He finna go to jail.
If he feel like
Go
somebody
to
is
jail,
more
girl, they oughta
powerful
skip
than
the
him,
jail and take him straight to the pen.
if Trump feels like somebody's more powerful than him, then he's gonna go to his grave trying to prove that he has more power,
I definitely think so. It's a power thing.
and he has a problem with authority.
There you go.
Oh, that he do.
He wants to show everybody that I can do whatever I want to do.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think getting to the bottom of the source or the bottom of the problem of your insecurity will help that attention-seeking spirit decrease some. And that's how I feel about it.
I think we all just have it in us.
We do have it in us.
Okay.
I agree there. I think we all do have a touch of it. I mean, it's not something that's completely horrible. It's just when it goes
Y'all
over
put
the top.
mine all out there. Y'all didn't say nothing about y'allself. See how y'all do?
Baby,
Y'all
I
see
got
that? Did you hear me? Did you hear me blame y'all real quick?
There you
Wait,
go. There you
wait,
go.
that was an
Yeah,
example,
I heard
Nay.
it, yeah.
Nay, that was an example. Did you hear what I just said?
Put it on.
Y'all, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all sitting up here putting me all out there, but did nobody say nothing about themselves? Am I seeking attention?
Oh, let me get you some attention, booby.
On camera. On
witch
camera.
Okay, y'all, it's time for the drawing. Thursday night drawing.
All right, Thursday giveaway. We haven't done this in a minute. Seems like, because of the holidays, I think,
Yep.
probably. So
All right,
it's back.
let's go.
Thanks everybody for coming in and letting us know you're hearing our comments, and let's see what's going on.
All right, y'all. Number 4.
Number 4 would be Janice Smith.
Hey, Janice.
Hey.
Aunt Jonas. Then we have number 2.
Number 2 would be Nicole Davis.
Oh boy.
All right. Those are our 2 Thursday giveaway winners, Nicole Davis and Janice Smith. We will be in contact with you guys shortly. And thanks everybody again. This is our way of showing our appreciation. Just a little something.
All right, y'all. This has been Straight Talk, No Bullshit.
Ah!
And tonight we have a featured video by Hood Honcho.
Oh, tonight's feature video.
Discuss yeah, with it, war with it, jaw with it, got you, yeah. More street, yeah. So you gully, 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 gully. More street, yeah, me pesika, gully savia no pass, pesika na manyabia, kana joa mi tuminda, omanisia me vampire, kudi na mi bisa, adochi, vita, green big na mi kita. So I go hard for the paper, sika emoja no bieka, so forget the sika. Quantianya safer. I go hard for the paper. Spend my night on sleep, yeah. Jesus Christ, me savior. Bless me with the people. So gully, 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 gully. Every day when I wake up, hit the road talk with the gully, you. Living life on the low cost with the full cost for the money, you. Gully, gully for the money, gully for the study, shot this with the booty, you. 24/7 pretty boys, I mean I'm meeting it was studio. My son gave me pay me peace. My means when I damn it teach you. My name why you be illegal. Feed the people, feed the YouTube. Gully, 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 gully. You're not charged, you drew down. Sick a fees, you see that. And yeah, one coming in down. Down, down to sundown. Open up, say them no goomba. They be jamuti said that the lumba. The hardest side of the sun. Push you come and in, I'm inside. You hear me bit to me what we can, yeah. African and Wakanda. Come and say, I'm a samba. They be good to saw them, they can't. They be tibu. Me come and samba.